Professor Talat, Professor Faris Kaya, Professor Hamidullah Marazi Saab, Dr. Ghulam Nabi, delegates from Turkey and other universities, teachers from this university and Kashmir University, non-teaching staff, dear students, and people from media and press. You must be surprised, like I was surprised when I was asked by Professor Talat to be the chief guest of something about which I even know lesser than him. But I have a liking for Kashmir, as you all know, or at least most of you may be believing in that. So whenever I get a chance, I do come to Kashmir. And as Talat Sahab has done, I have also quickly gone through some of the material from this book. I see this workshop is going to be very useful, with the title of Role and Place of Sayyid Nursi's Thought in the 21st Century, because we know that there are lots of conflict world over, okay? And it is intra-religion, inter-religion, regional and inter-regional. So lots of problems. So I think this is one good time to have such workshop to understand each other, to understand the teachings of Sayyid Nursi. And I think the approach is very scientific and very practical to understand, to discuss, to have dialogue, and then look at the Quran as the guiding force, and also in the meanwhile look from the modern angle, so which is a very welcome thing. And I am sure that the 2 days deliberation will be very useful for all of us, in particular the youth of Kashmir and the youth of the country. Risala-e-Noor, as it is known, is the science of belief. Okay, Ul-Ummayya. So you are actually trying to understand the type of knowledge that comes from Quran Sharif, and then how to use that for our day-to-day life, day-to-day dealings. So it is something which is very timely, and we should understand these. And another thing that I was seeing is that it is known as Iman-e-Tahqiqi. Iman-e-Tahqiqi means you are doing tahqiq, you are doing research. So it is not that whatever is told to you, you should believe, but you should study yourself, which has been told by our Prophet, by many of our religious books, that you have to do investigation. You investigate, and the key to many of the questions will be only when you go into details of anything to understand. So that is very important. And the movement started in Turkey because Turkey was in conflict, because it is next door to Europe, half of it is Europe, and then the larger population is Muslim, so there was contradiction. And this movement was very important, and it also migrated to the West, particularly to Germany in the 60s. And lots of material, like what Professor Faris has been giving it here, has been distributed, and it had lots of effect, and lots of understanding about Quran and the Islamic thoughts came, and it was very useful, and that helped people to have peace in the West, and peace particularly in Germany, where you had lots of people from Turkey as migrants. So I think this movement also allows you, as I said, modernity and Islam. So with time, one has to see, how much modern aspects, because as somebody was telling, I don't know how far it is true, that in England, one of the persons landed from Saudi and he took a cab, and the cab driver was running his music, and then he said, please stop this music because it was not there when Prophet Muhammad was there, so we should not have. Then the cab driver stopped. He said, during the Prophet there was no cab also, so you please get down and start walking. So one has to be very practical, and at the same time keep the religion with you and see how, with modern days, how best we can learn from Islam. And it has to be interactive, and that way it is very, very scientific. I am very sure, there are lots and lots of connection between science and religion, in particular Islam. So I am a geologist. I know there are descriptions of mountains and how the mountain roots are very deep, which is physically and scientifically proven that how high is the mountain, the deeper is the core of that mountain, which is written in our book. But how much we understand these things, I have my doubt. And in particular, I blame myself. I never actually got into all this. But by coming here, I feel that there is enough scope, particularly at this Islamic University of Science and Technology. So you have both Islam and technology and science. So this will be the right place. And I am sure this new section that will start here will have lots of good contribution coming out of this university. I wish you all a very good sessions, interactive session, and lots of new ideas may come which people should research and do more good. Thank you so much.